All right. Over to YouTube. We're going to start building the landing page. I'll be learning it as well. All right. So let me get to the web page here. It needs to be on Chrome. Okay, so let me move this over here. All right. So share. So let me go back to the main page. All right, share. So this is one of those services I didn't know I had, but I had. So and you can unmute. Has everybody set up their account or gone and created their account with Kit? Again, this is just an example. There's no affiliate with this. There's no what's going on here?
No, I have not set up my account with Kit.
Okay. So if you want, I don't know if you could do that now, if you want to go there and click on that, because this is the best way to learn hands-on.
Sure.
Yeah, go do it. Good. So it's I guess it would be kit.com. And to go set it up, because it's easier to build your landing page that way. And then if you want, you can share your screen if you've got questions or challenges or something, not seeing something. So
okay, well, will I be able to do that while?
if you open, yeah, just open a new tab.
Okay. All right. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Yeah, just open a tab. It'll take a little bit. So if you do that, I'm just trying to see what else. So settings, I'm just trying to see what my settings are. Okay. Go back to grow. So if we go to grow and you click landing pages and form, actually, it's not going to show up here because this is now one of the things I did learn is I like using Firefox, Mozilla. And so which page is, oh no, this page is being seen. Okay, wait a second. So I'm playing in the wrong page. So if I go over here, I gotta move these other things out of the way so that I have a clean screen. There we go. Okay, so if you go here and you go to grow landing pages, so you can then create new. So underneath the graph, you create new, and you can create a form or you can create a landing page, right? Sometimes we talk about creating forms. You can create an inline, you can create a MODA. I don't know what these are, side view. So let's just click inline. And so these are different forms you can create. These are forms you would drop. What it will do is it'll give you a little HTML code and you would drop that onto a website. So I'm just going to pick this one, choose it, see what it does. Now, what happens is that each of these areas are, because this is a free, no fee thing, it will be branded, right? If you want to upgrade, right, you can undo the build with Kit badge. That's an upgrade. That's a paid fee. So that's why they give it to you for free. But this, you can change the language in there. You just click it. Learn more about life. All right. So need help writing an article, writing a headline. There's all of that. You can change the font color. Right. We just changed that color. It's going to collect your email address. Let's see here. Send me the guide. Does it give me a chance to? Okay, doesn't give me a chance. Bold letters. Okay, so I can't send that. That's a guide that's there. And then if I wanted to, I could change this privacy down here, brought to you by, what would I say? Okay, so then you could change that. And then I'm not sure where this goes. Let's see here. Okay, so that's that. So now button styles, you can change it, radius, you can do all of those things. So now this has, so if I publish it, click on publish. Sequences, broadcasts. So if I listen, I'm figuring this out with you. So drafts, all broadcasts. So I'm gonna go back to grow, landing pages. Okay, so here's the one I just created, the Charlotte form. Duplicate, edit, desire. So how do I change template, Charlotte form inline? Okay, so there's the script to embed it. There's the HTML, there's the share. So then, so this, if I were to copy that, so what I did was, again, learned it. So I embed, right? So it's published. It's now, this form is live. So the way to go share it is I would click share, copy that. If I open a new tab and paste that in. And again, if you've got questions, raise your hand, or actually don't even raise your hand, just butt in. And because I can't see you, I've got the Zoom screen over here and I'm working on this screen in front of me so you can see me looking at the camera. So if I put my email in there and click send me the guide, okay, so now that said success, your email is to confirm your subscription. So if I go back here and I click on grow and subscribers, it may or may not have added me because I'm already in the database. These are all people who came into the system. New subscribers last 30 days. So I was already a member of it, so it didn't add me as a new subscriber. Let's see, engagement. Okay, that's in a fee paid one. Grow landing pages. So here, let's do this. If I go embed, share, copy, and I go here. Okay, you're lost. So Jane, have you set up your Kit account? Have you gone to the website and set it up?
I was attempting to set it up and I answered all the questions and it keeps telling me I haven't answered all the questions. I haven't answered all the onboarding questions.
Okay, and you're at kit.com?
I thought I was at kit.com. Maybe I'm not. I'm starting all over and see what happens.
Okay. So does it look like this page?
No.
Okay, so you're not at kit.com.
Okay, so I guess I'm not sure where I'm at.
Well, go into your web browser and type kit.com. I'm going to put the,
Well, I'm on my phone and that's what's causing me problems, I guess.
okay, so I just dropped it in the, hold on. if I drop this in, I don't know if it'll take you to a login page. No, it keeps taking you to one of my landing pages. Yeah, just go to kit.com and that should take you to the page that looks like.
Hold on a second.
Uh,
No, at the top of my screen, it says AI mode, and then it's got try e-marketing, free email marketing platform. But that's not Kit.
no. If you type in kit.com and hit enter, it should take you there.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know what I've done wrong.
Let me see if I go on. Where's my phone?
I'm up. Yeah, it's.
My phone must be in the other part of the house.
That's okay. Go ahead with everyone
Okay.
else. And I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah, so the recording will be here. So if I were to take this landing page, Charlotte form, and embed, share, copy. I think that's what's already in here. And who else is here today? So if anybody would like to click on that link in the chat and just put in your email, nothing's going to come to you because I don't have a tripwire set linked to this. This was just a demo.
I already did, Sean.
Okay. Awesome. 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 So any questions on setting up a little form?
Well, I'll have to go back and watch this because while you were going through it, I was creating my account.
Okay. So do you have this? Okay. So do you have, are you in your account now?
The tab is still open.
Okay. So go ahead and click on it, open it up, and you don't need to, all you need to hear is the audio coming in because we should be on the same page. Does your page say landing pages and forms?
It says, welcome to Kit and grow your list with Kit, create a landing page.
Okay. So create a landing page. Yep.
Okay.
So then it should show a chart with dates on it, a graph that's probably just blank.
No, it has embedded a YouTube video, it looks like.
Okay, so that's under the learn.
Okay.
Okay. So do you have at the top of your page the black kit, KIT, and then do you see where it says grow, send, automate?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
click on grow.
Okay. Landing pages and forms.
Yep. Now go underneath that graph and click create new.
There's still not a graph. It just takes me to watch a demo.
Okay. So is there some place there that says create?
Well, there's one at the top that says create new.
Okay, there you go. Click that.
Okay. Here it says form or landing page.
Okay, so form is kind of the email form where you would put in an email and click subscribe. So you could do that. Let's go to landing page.
Okay.
It should pop up with visuals.
It says choose your template.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can leave all and look through them and see which one is like eye candy for you, appealing. Or if you're selling a product or a podcast or any of the events, any of the templates that are there, anything particular in the template list float your boat?
Let me look here. Wow, there's a lot of choices. This is overwhelming. I am just going to.
You're only going to pick one. You don't have to do them all.
I'm going to choose the one that says get my free book now.
Okay, so the ebook.
Yeah. So
Okay,
click.
so get my free book now. Yep. So click choose.
Okay.
Okay. So now it pops up with, instead of free book, what's the book you're looking to give away?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, if you were to make a book, an ebook, a little 7-page, 12-page ebook with the help of AI, is it about detoxing? Is it about the power of foot baths? Is it how noble gas can clean your lymph system?
Yes, all of the above. We'll
Oh.
go with foot bath.
Okay, so now I'm going to, in my foot bath expertise, I'm going to open up my auxiliary brain. How many benefits do you think people would be interested in hearing about? 3, 5, 7, or 9?
5.
What are the 5 key benefits? Who's your ideal avatar? Is it a mom, busy mom, somebody who's dealing with
Type 2 diabetes in their
okay,
50s.
benefits
Women.
for women 50 or older dealing with type 2 diabetes. So let me just share this. Stop share. Share. So I went into my alternate ego. So who'd have thunk that, right? Because it says here for aged women over 50 type 2, there are unique physiological, hormonal, and lifestyle factors at play. Here are the 5 keys. Preservation of cognitive function and mental clarity. Now, you probably knew that, right?
Yes.
The benefits, effective diabetes control. So it enhanced, number 2, enhanced energy and vitality, muscle preservation, improved circulation, cardiovascular health, hormonal balances, and emotional regulation. So are those 5 good ones?
There are 5 great ones.
Okay. So now, write me an ebook on the top, on the 5 keys you shared, with an intro and outro for my target audience. So now it's right in the ebook.
Reclaiming the throne. That's amazing.
So it's a short little 2-page, right? And if you wanted to go into more, is there anything that you would want to add more, ask it to give you more on particularly?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so this should be in a Canvas doc, not a Canva doc, a Canvas doc. If I do this, yep, there it is. If I download the PDF, it's downloaded the PDF. If I take that and do this, I need chat. There's a chat. And because its file size is 0. Okay, hold on. Microsoft Word document. Documents. Save. There we go. So in the chat is your 5 keys
Okay.
document. So now you can, so you would put it in here. So you would take this. Let's just do this now. The second act of power. So we're going to do a little intro. So not an introduction, we have an introduction. So there's the information. Let's begin. Sign up today. Get your book now. Okay. So there we go. Sign up today. Button styles. All right. Get my free 5 keys to thriving. So you see, I'm just copying and pasting, right?
I don't see.
Okay.
I don't see where you're copying.
Oh, wait a
and
second. Wait a second.
pasting.
I shared this. Hang on. I was over there on my ChatGPT. Stop. Share here. Okay. So you now see my landing page.
Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay. So new ebook, get my 5 keys to thriving, type 2 diabetes after 50. There's the intro that came from that. Let's begin. Sign up today. So somebody would sign up here. They would click that button. So now we say, I'm just checking. I'm figuring. Okay. So there it is. Domain name. When the visitor subscribes to this page, show your success mesh. Okay. Great. Got there. Custom domain name. So this would be if you had do you have Dropbox or Google Docs?
I have Google Docs.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to take this Word document. I'm going to open up a Google Doc. Templates, books, Google Docs. And I'm going to create a new document. And okay, so that's going to do that last part. Hang on. So the document that you have, again, copy and paste. And I'm putting it into a Google Doc. And again, you can did I spell it right?
You
2 T's,
2 T's. Yes.
not a Y. Where's my T? There it is. Okay, so now if I click share, save. So now it's, and I click copy link. All right, have you ever shared a Google Doc?
No.
Okay, so up here, so now I have a document in here, right? So it looks like a Microsoft Word document. It's a Google Doc titled The Empowered 5 Parts to Keep It, right? So if I click share, up pops a button. I can share it via email. I can give it directly to somebody with an email, or I can click copy link. Follow me?
Yeah.
Okay. So done. So I go back to the dashboard and I go to grow landing pages. This is the page we just created, the Centennial landing page. All right. There's my free ebook. Didn't save it. Okay, so let's fix that. Doo, doo, doo. I'm going to put this here. There's the introduction. Title. All right, so okay, publish. I didn't publish it. So congrats, it's published. So if I put this copy in the chat, you would see that page pop up.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just, so now if I go to settings, there's the page URL, set up a custom. So that's a feed page. Let's see, incentive, send me an incentive email content. Okay. So what this said, what this did is that if we go back here, here's the landing page. We go to settings, the general, right? Once they click on it, they'll be redirected to an external page. So we're going to click on that. And we need to go back to here. I need to create this copy because so there's the YouTube, the Google Docs link.
Mhm.
So I go back here, settings. I think we're under, where were we? Okay, yes. So now this is the URL. So this is under the incentive. The incentive is the gift that they're going to get. What's the incentive for them giving you their email address? So I send an incentive email address. After confirming, they'll go to this. So they're going to confirm their subscription because we want to make sure we're not spamming people. Update. Okay, so this has got me here. Their email, click on the block. Okay, so that's good. And okay, if you want, okay, so you see where you can send them to URL, which is the Google Doc link that we have in here,
Okay.
or you can upload the Word document, and then they can choose to download it.
Okay.
Okay. Have you turned into a puddle of sweat yet?
I'm on the verge.
Okay, so but it's all simple here. You can't, I mean, we haven't sent anything. We're not screwing things up. We're not breaking into NASA, right? So it's just all, you can't really harm anything. So
Right.
it's simply a test. So if I wanted to choose a file, it'll pop up a thing for my computer, right? And I know that I had it under documents. And so there's the 5 keys. And I click open. So now the document is stored in there. Pretty simple, huh?
Is there an advantage one way or the other for URL or download?
I don't think so. It's if the file size, so imagine the book was 300 pages. on a free version, using this Kit free version, they probably limit it to 1 or 2 meg, the file upload size. So the URL is okay for a Google Doc because you could have it as a PowerPoint, and it could have video in it. It could be a gigabyte because Google is storing it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
So that's why that's the only difference. So if it's something simple, it downloads, it's right there. There probably is a benefit to a download because it doesn't send them off on a wild goose chase. You know, if this URL was to a YouTube link, okay, great. The challenge is that YouTube is wanting to build YouTube, that after it plays your video, all of those other little videos that pop up that are in similar to it. So
Right.
you might send them off on a wild goose chase.
Sure.
That's why people will sometimes use Vimeo as their video provider, because it doesn't pop up all of the stuff like Google does, like YouTube does. That's again more advanced.
Oh, that's good information.
Yeah, Vimeo. It's when it's there, it plays, and that's it. If you have more videos, it populates with your videos. It populates based upon author, not content.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay, so let's just say we're going to leave the URL and we're going to publish it again. Publish it means kind of the save. So this is what it would look like. Title: Empowered, the Empowered Path, 5 Keys to Thriving Type 2. There's a little introduction. Let's begin. So here's your special language that we didn't change. So if I were to drop into my email and click sign up today. So it took me somewhere and did something. Let's see if it came into my email. Gmail. Okay, so I don't see it yet. And it's probably not going to go to junk mail. So now let's go back to, okay, so I can close this out, I can close that out, and I close that out. So now share. Okay, so you can embed it right into this is a WordPress link. You can share it to Twitter, X, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Well, that's cool. Most don't have things to LinkedIn. So this is cool to go build your kind of commercial side of your business. You could be, writing articles for wellness, company wellness. Why it would make sense to have a wellness program, a wellness
Sure.
program, right? And so now it'll link it right to your LinkedIn. So let me see if I go to my LinkedIn, what it does. Okay, so they're right there. That was pretty quick. I didn't even have to log into my LinkedIn. it had that link. So grab your copy now. And so there's the introductory kit. So right there's it put it already automatically into a post. So that's pretty nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if we go back here, but I want to see how to get so 0 visitors. Top refer. So it's going back to me. So if you click on that link, did you click on the link to get your copy?
No, I clicked on the one for
Okay,
what
so-
you created before.
Okay, so let me do this. Let me click this. So share. Your landing page is ready to share. Copy. See if it's a different link. No, it looks the same. If you click on that last one down here, see if it takes you to that page. Heather.
It takes me to the book itself. Oh, and the sign up today. Yeah. So you want me
Okay.
to sign up today?
Yes, do that, and let's see. And I want to see if it populates here, what to look for on this side of
Okay.
reports.
All right. I just did it.
Okay. Okay, so it came from my kit because that was one before. Now it's two. Mm-mm-mm. Two visitors. Landing pages and forms. Okay, so Louise said she signed up too. Wonder why it doesn't say any subscribers. Going to delete that.
Does that automatically include the language about you're agreeing to be subscribed to newsletters, correspondence, things, or is that something that you have to add in addition to?
Let's see. That would probably be in the settings, general, when visitors are subscribed to the page, show success incentive, advanced, continue to show the form, hide the form, send subscriber data, thank you page. It doesn't seem like it defaults to that.
Because that's pretty important to include on sign up pages, correct?
So what you would do then is you would go back to your, I got too many things open over here. Hold on. Write the language for someone subscribing to my email list saying they approve future. So I just typed into my legal firm. Let's see if it updates it here. There you go.
Okay, yes.
So I just went into chat and said, I said, write the language for someone subscribing to my email list saying they approve future emails. You know what I'm talking about. Here's a professionally worded email, consent blurb that you can use for your ebook, landing pages, or email opt-in forms. And that was it.
Beautiful.
So again, use technology, use the AI. And down here is more stuff.
Is that where you put in your address and stuff?
You could. What is it? Wellness matter?
Wellness matters. Wellness matters.
Matters?
Yes.
Okay. Wellness Matters Inc.
LLC.
LLC. So you can do stuff like that.
Okay.
And if you don't want it, I'm guessing you can go delete.
Love that delete key.
So that's that. So publish. And the key is I'm trying to think, have you gotten the book yet? No.
No.
Okay, so now, oh, I guess we gotta add a page.
Well, you know
Here
what?
we
That's
go.
not exactly true because when I signed up, it took me directly to the book.
Okay. So
It
soon,
didn't.
so soon as you, that's what it was supposed to do. As soon as you put in your email address, click submit, it opened up the URL page.
Correct.
Okay, so it did work. Okay, good. So now if you wanted to create a thank you page, so up here, what you're seeing is there's the main page. So, okay, so let me change this. Centennial page. Where do I? Okay, so I can change it right here. 5 keys ebook type 2. Okay, so you can rename that. So if you created a thank you page, so here where this would go to, the sign up today. Right now we have it going to the IW. Yes, you hear Heather. So are you following me? Am I
Yes.
okay? So
Yes.
where it says the incentive, where it says go to, you would have to email. This will be sent once to subscriber. Download, save. Does it automatically go? Let's see, publish, preview, grab your copy. Unsubscribe. Wonder how it goes to the thank you page. Do, 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 do. Oh, redirect to thank you page. Duh.
Oh, okay.
So general, it's under general. Redirect to thank you page. So on the thank you page, you can then put the download, the link. You can put a variety of content here. Where's my thank you page go? There's that. There's this. Oh, there it is. Thank you page. Okay. So, and here you can put more about, you could put your, do you have a reservation, like a Calendarly for, or some way for people to book you? How do people book you?
Oh, they call and do it. I do it the old fashioned way,
Okay.
but I understand the need for an online booking ability.
Yeah, but if you don't have it, don't need to wait. Meaning start right now with a language that says, hey, listen, I'm new school is the old school. I want you to know that you're connecting with somebody. So please feel free to call me to schedule your appointment.
Okay.
Create language for a phone. Okay, so it would probably be So this is something, again, just language. Um, Again, this is a script, but here's the confirmation, so you can put all that stuff in today. If there's something else you wanted them to be a part of, if you wanted them to be a part of your ongoing wellness, your weekly tips on wellness, that could be a different segment, right? These are all of the people that signed up for your book.
Mhm.
So if we go back here, so here's the type 2 diabetes. For whatever reason, doesn't say y'all that visited it. But now that's the people that are subscribers under here because they came in on this particular page. Does that make sense?
It does, and I'm assuming that that is a great tracking.
Yeah. And so what you can do then is if you wanted to send a broadcast, and I wanted to create a new broadcast again. So you're always looking for that new broadcast, whether it's text, you can do different themes. Let's see here, starting points. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this. So there's the weekly dispatch. And so if I publish it, subject line, so change subject. So, okay, so we got to go back here. Okay, new broadcast. Secret, SECRET, secret formula for type 2. All right, so they might get the people that sign up for the book might get an email on type 2 diabetes. Here's where we have all subscribers, or you can do within a segment called subscribers, subscription date, email address, first name, right? And there's probably more of these options they subscribe to, the forms they subscribe to. And okay, so there's the 5 types ebook. So if we're doing something on type 2 diabetes, you can click all of the people who subscribe to the ebook.
Got it.
Right? And that's why we can rename all these forms, like the cocoa form, or however you say that word, the chocolate form, needs to be renamed to something else. But now I know, okay, so there's my 5 keys ebook. So now I do that. Now the people who add filter. So now the filter is there. And so only the people who subscribe to this book is going to get this email.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
That makes sense?
It does. It does. And so, okay, so my mind is going 1,000 different directions here with
Okay.
possibility.
Go ahead.
Well, just thinking about where it said subscription date.
Yep.
So that could be a whole sequence of emails to people who are unfamiliar with my work, your work, anybody's work, correct?
So you can do before a particular date or after a particular date.
Yeah.
And then it gives you before, and you can actually pick the date.
And so I'm assuming that this could be completely automated. You have a template that follows blank and it would automatically send that series of emails that you plug in.
Yep. So this is a broadcast, meaning this is like, attention, everybody in the house, attention, everybody in the house. If I wanted to, I can create email templates. Now sequences is a paid fee.
Got it.
So if I wanted to do 13 emails on type 2 diabetes, that would require the upgrading to the paid fee, the paid features. And let's see what that is. I think it's, so how to drip out your email. There's a little, and what is so $25 a month, $290 a year. And that's, if you were going to get that, I wouldn't recommend the pro, because you're going to be doing all A/B testing, Facebook, right? Don't need that yet. So I don't know if it gives you the month. Okay, so you can do a creator. So it goes from $25 a month if you paid annually, 2 months free, to $29.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I would only suggest that if you go out and play with it enough to know that because you now got to go make an extra $29 to pay for it.
Sure.
So does this make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Does
This
it
is
de-
exciting. This is exciting.
Does it demystify it a little bit?
It does.
Okay.
It does. And it waking up this morning, there was this moment of, oh my gosh. But then I was able to turn it around into excitement. I am going to be able to, this is a skill that I'll be able to master. And this
So
is a skill that I'll be able to master.
yeah, and you don't necessarily have to master it. You just have to be good at it. One of the things my mentor taught me is know enough so that somebody can't fool you. Now,
Oh, okay.
right? So if you hired a VA for $6 an hour and you said, I need you to go learn Kit, or if you already know Kit, and I want you to set me up an email that does this, this, and this, create it all in a Google Doc for me to see what I look like before we publish it into the thing. So you review all of the documents, you can give her turn this into an ebook, use AI, do whatever. All of a sudden, now you've got the system in place. And what took them an hour, because they're techie, you pay $10 and you now have an automated email system.
And that's a beautiful thing.
And that's a beautiful thing. And I'll offer it. Ria is available at $10 an hour. And it'll take her an hour to figure it out. And then you say, okay, right, do me another email that does this and link it to this and track it on this and send an email out for that. And now all of a sudden you really have a virtual assistant. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you have to have the plan. So I'm building the Nest program with her. And she's asking me questions. I'm like, oh crap, that's right. I forgot about that. We got to build that too. Because that's what she does. I'm not her only customer. So she has access. She's done things and questions. So.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, you pay her directly. This isn't like I'm offering an employment service. You pay me to pay.
Sure.
So
Okay.
use her as much or as little as you want, if that's something you wanted.
Well,
I've used her for 6 years and I kind of have faith in her. So.
of course. And I understand at this point in time that, I need to focus on the things that I'm good at
Yes.
and let somebody else do the things that I'm not good at or that I don't really want to master.
Right. And so a couple of things. One, if there seems to be a disconnect in what you want, what she's producing, I can step in to help guide that and see where the disconnect is. But the other thing is that it's real simple for you to say, okay, she has access to my stuff. So I give her the login information for this, because let her just go do it. Not you go make it, then I got to go implement it. No, just go put it in there and let me know when it's ready to publish and see what it is. And then what I have her do is I always have her, I create a test, go create a HM Wellness Matters at gmail.com and have that go in as the test email for you to always test the email. So it doesn't have to fill up your main email address.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yep. So I have info@SeanGMurphy.com. So that's the one where when she says, I sent what the test looks like to the, because when it comes up, there's things that we're working on right now that when I see the page on my phone, fonts are different than on her screen. She's like, they look the same on mine. I goes, here's the picture. You're looking right at the image. It's different. Go check it. Oh, okay. So.
All right. Well, thank you for this, Sean. This has been, let's see here. I'm going to turn my camera on since I'm not looking at a different page. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this, because I know this has been a missing piece. This has been something that I haven't wanted to deal with.
Oh, let's see here. Here's the other thing. Let's see. Let me just see here. Subscribers. Is there a way to upload new subscribers, total to unsubscribe? Add subscribers. One time. Oh, so an import of CSV. So yes, you can import a CSV file of your current email list that you have.
Okay. So does this integrate with, say, Aweber or any of the other, or does this become the email hub?
It kind of now again, what you learned on here, Aweber probably has the same thing. So you can go play with it. So now that you feel, okay, all right. So now I just know to go if I want to grow it.
I mean, I have an Aweber, but I mean, that's a story I don't want to get into. I have an Aweber, but
Okay.
I've never done anything with it.
Okay. So sign in. So
I was just wondering if this becomes the email hub. I guess it does.
It would, yes.
Okay.
Close, select account. Okay, so I'm just logging into my Aweber and it asks me to reset my password. So you can go into if you've already got the people in there.
Well, I don't. I don't.
Okay. Are you paying for it?
No.
Okay.
That
So
was
you
one of those things that person that was supposed to, that was working in trade. Yeah. And that, anyway.
Okay. So Aweber is a good thing. Aweber is a good service. They also have a no fee. Theirs is up to 500. Kit was up to 1,000.
Yeah.
And you can do tracking and everything. Aweber might be, because I don't know Kit. I just know that was a no fee and it seemed easy and I already had it. Funny how when you go to log in, it's like, oh, this email already exists. Like, what? But Aweber is a good thing too. And I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty positive Ria has Aweber experience as well.
Okay. Well, no need to open that can of worms if it's not necessary.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Jane.
Hey, I'm still struggling to get into
Okay.
the program.
Okay.
And when I pull up kit.com, I come up to a page that says your first free trial.
Okay.
So I thought you said this was a free.
It is free.
Well,
it's free up to 1,000 users.
I'm sorry.
It's no fee up to 1,000 users.
Even though even though it says start your free trial, I can go up to 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And the free trial is up to 1,000. So if you got 500 and you don't get all of the analytics and different things, you get all of the ability to what we just did with Heather's, to link a page, to create a download, to do all of that. If you want to do analytics, if you want to do A/B testing, if you want to do all of those other things, that's not part of the full services available by Kit. So if you want to start the free trial, that's basic email access and up to 1,000 subscribers.
So if I wanted to do this and I don't get 1,000 over, let's say 3 months,
over 5 years,
or over
it's
5 years, it's still free. Is that correct?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm so used when they say it's a free trial, you only have like 30 or 60 days, then you have to buy it.
Right. Now,
Okay, well, I'll work on it this weekend and see what I can do.
yep. Cool.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to look, I'm not being disrespectful, not looking at the camera. I'm just looking at some other things to see if I can see other info on, because you can even link in the no fee, right? The free trial thing, you can link it to a Stripe account and you can actually sell digital product in the no fee, in the free version, in the trial version.
Oh, wow.
I'm just checking that out now. Yeah. Kit partners with Stripe for secure payments and financial services.
And so then I could get some money from Stripe and use it for more, like if I got over 1,000 and the money I got from Stripe, I could use that to pay for that.
Yep. Yeah. If you're gonna have, if you have over 1,000 subscribers to anything, and you're not creating $29 in income, you're not providing any value to those 1,000 subscribers. You need to go clean your email list.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, like with By Design, we can travel by I was thinking one of the questions was, would you like to travel? Do you like to travel by air, by car, or both? So you kind of identify where they want to go, because by car, we have those MPG caps that helps to
Yep.
cut down on the price of gas. Well, improves the service of your car, so you don't have to have as much maintenance. That's what I'm thinking. I'll have to work on it this weekend then. Thank you.
Hold on. So I just asked chat, what would be a good headline for a travel specialist? And it said, your journey elevated, curated travel for the discerning soul, more than a trip, a life chapter well written. These are headlines, right? You could put on the landing page.
Mhm.
Curated escapes for women ready to reclaim wonder.
Well, I mean, one of the headlines I like is, I like to travel. Do you like to travel the world?
That's a little nichey. That doesn't niche it enough, because,
Oh, okay.
and the reason I say that is somebody says, yeah, but I'll never be able to do it. But if you say, I like to travel to Dubai. Oh, I've always wanted to do that. That you want to narrow down so that when you get somebody to raise their hand, it's not a debate. It's a
Okay.
discussion. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Listen, people love to travel the world. Where does your dart hit? Where do your wheels touch down?
Where do your wheel? Did you say where do your wheel?
Yeah, where do your wheels touch down? So you're assuming they took a flight, or where does your boat port? You can travel the world, but there's some place that everybody wants to travel the world. The challenge is if most people are excited about traveling the world, it's because they haven't traveled. So
Mhm.
therefore, now we've overwhelmed them. And
I
so
gotcha.
I love world travelers. Where's the port of call? Where's your next port of call? There's some people that I'd like to go to I'd like to go see the Arch National Park or something it's called in Utah or in Sedona. Doesn't have to be outside of this world to go see worldly locations, right?
Okay.
But find your niche. You know that phrase when we're talking about things when they go crazy and we go, not my monkeys, not my circus. You ever hear that one?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Okay, so sometimes when things are going crazy and there's chaos in somebody else's life, there's an expression where they say, not my monkeys, not my circus.
I never heard that before.
Okay, so when you go traveling, we want to be in the same circus. What I mean by that is you've got something that there's a, I don't know if it's still available, but the free trip to Dubai.
Right.
So I wouldn't be talking about world travel if somebody's going to pay a trip to Dubai. Focus on the people who really want to go to Dubai.
Okay.
Love it. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? What'd you learn? What'd you like?
This
And
is
again,
fascinating.
go ahead,
John.
Louise.
I mean,
How are you?
truly something I went, oh my gosh, I think I can do this.
I know you could do this.
And what I was getting anxious, trying to try to do things while Heather was doing things and I decided, you know what, this is recorded. I'm just going to listen and learn and see how using ChatGPT and doing this, and I can pause and I can practice, and so I'm excited. This is amazing.
Well,
Thank you.
it's when you get the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain,
Yeah,
it's like, oh my God, it's just clicking buttons.
that's that's the perfect analogy.
It's just,
oh
it's
my
like,
gosh.
oh, so all you're doing is flipping switches and copying stuff. You didn't even type I typed out some questions to ChatGPT.
Yeah,
That's it.
and I have the same access.
Yeah. And again, it's no fee. It's not like, well, but you're not going to be able to do that in yours. But you could no. This was the no fee version,
Which is beautiful.
so it's all there. And Aweber the same. If you have it, go play with it. Maybe we'll go plug and play with Aweber, and we'll play with that and see what that does. I've used Aweber. I've helped people set up their Aweber accounts. I haven't done it in 6 months, so I'm sure it'll all come back to me. But that's available too.
Aweber for me is still behind a curtain.
Okay. But again, that's why I liked, okay, well, again, we said this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was playing like at 7:50, I started playing with the landing pages. Now, the thing I thought was, I'm like, oh my God, I can't access this because I was on my Firefox, my Mozilla. Mozilla didn't, because of my privacy settings, wouldn't let me see all of the stuff that I could from my Chrome page. So I have that challenge with software.
Oh, okay.
So if you're on a software that you can't see well, I can't see what Sean saw. Check your web browser. And if you're on Firefox, Mozilla, any of those, you may need to go to Chrome, because most people build, because that's the 800-pound gorilla. Most people build their software to be able to work seamlessly via Chrome.
Well, this was fascinating. It truly was. Thank you, Heather, for bringing it up.
Cool.
Oh, you're welcome. And Louise, look at your hair. I love
know.
it.
I was like a little over the top, but hey, it was time.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Sean, thank you for breaking this down and making it easy.
Hey, listen, my daddy always said, you want something done? Ask the lazy guy.
Well, you have definitely taken this. What was it, Louise, that just said 800-pound gorilla?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever was that said that, you've taken that down to a little toy.
Yep. Little barrel of monkeys.
And I appreciate that.
And again, go play with it. It's easy for me. Listen, you saw me. Well, where's that go? Why didn't that go? Oh, that's because we didn't click this for the thank you page. It's all right there. It's not intuitive that it's going, excuse me, you should do this. Well, let me just ask something here.
You're using AI to create your verbs?
Yes. Yep, the verbiage. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so just FYI. Now, again, I do have the paid version of ChatGPT, but let me just show you. I just asked it a question just to give you an idea. Shit. So I asked it. Okay. Do you know Kit Email Provider? Y'all see that? Yes, Kit, formerly known as ConverKit. Blah, blah, blah. Generous. Free tier up to 10. Okay, I don't know if it's 10,000 subscribers, but boy, wasn't that cool. Here's all of the stuff, and it gives you the link, right? So, but down here, it went and it searched, and here's the YouTube. So now if I asked it, can you give me instructions on setting up an email landing page.
Can you use these also? I know you're talking about Facebook, but can you use it like in LinkedIn and other programs too?
What's that? The to write articles or emails?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Earlier, if it's on this page, So when we asked it earlier, this, and I wanted to share it, I can share it right there to LinkedIn.
Okay.
So yeah, this already has that software in there, but here's the how to set up I just asked chat how to set up the Kit account. Left-hand menu, click grow, landing pages, click create new, choose landing page, lead magnet, ebooks, checklist, webinar registration, right? And it even gives you the suggested template to use.
I heard you say, and I don't mean to interrupt with.
No, sure, go ahead.
But I heard you say something about to prevent or help you limit the amount of scams. Having been scammed, how is that? How does that do that?
So I hear the question and I've got about 3 answers. Help me understand the question more. How does it prevent you from being scammed or you being seen as a scam?
Indirectly from both.
Okay. So in the
And I don't want to have people to be scammed.
No, I get it. So in okay, so over here, come on. Oh, that's because I'm on, who's it? I need to be on Chrome. So over here in the landing pages and forms, we put in language that said, by subscribing, you confirm to receive empowering content, educational. So this is saying that you're going to get more stuff. And by them agreeing to it, they can't call you a scammer because it said right there in the landing page before they gave you their email address that you were going to be reaching out to them.
Okay.
So that's how you are prevented from being called a scammer. Now, there's still going to be people that do it. People do that once or twice a month on my emails. And what I send to them is I go, because I'm pretty particular about that, is I know I never scammed. I never did anything black hat kind of stuff. So I'll take their information of how long they've been in my email list. Some it's 4 or 5 years, right? They first logged in 2020. And I'll send them their data saying, I'm sorry that you reported this as a scam. Here's the information I have on you in this email address for the last 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I have that is because I don't want to be banned going into as a bad email provider. And I don't want my email provider to go, you're being a bad boy.
Now, off the subject, and
Yep.
I have often wondered, once I get this all straightened out in my life.
Yep.
How I could promote or educate people on scammers and what to look out for. Is that legit?
Listen, you're just speaking from your experience.
Yeah, well, yeah. Most
There's
of it-
people who have millions of followers who do the phone call scamming, and they string them along and then out them. People love to watch that drama. So yeah, if there's a way for you to just say, hey, listen, you got to keep it simple though. And what I mean by that is people who are 60, 70, and 80 years old getting scammed aren't going to go through 35 YouTube videos. They're going to need to know you're real. They're going to need to know, they're going to have, right? You want to be able to see a face with a name and a sound of a voice.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you're going to have to, yes, you can absolutely do that. The question is how would you make an income from it? And if not, is it a public service? Then if it's a public service, where are you going to create your income so you can go do the public service?
Right. Well, I would hope that my other businesses would bring up the money.
When
and then
when those are going, don't focus on protecting other people. Protect your own house. Go take care of your house before you help others take care of theirs.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea. I don't think anybody has any more experience, sadly to say, than you. So you have real world, real ideas and real thoughts about it. Then yeah, it's definitely something you could do.
Okay.
Side note question on what you just said, Sean, about
Yep.
people being reported as an email spam.
Yep.
Does the email provider give you the opportunity to say,
Yes.
hey, no, this isn't right. This is how long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only had one of those in a decade, and I gave them the information. They're like, yeah, we've never had a problem with you. We know that 99.99% of them on you are not reality, because we see your open rates, we look at your stuff and all of these things. So when we did get one that we're like, okay, we at least got to give benefit of the doubt to the person, because people do change. And I said, no, here's the data. Okay, no worries.
Well, good. I'm glad that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do you confuse people if you do a message on travel, a message on healthcare, or a message like, just a public service announcement? Do you confuse people when you mix up your emails like that?
It's possible, but what makes it not confusing is when you start with the overarching reason why you want people to learn about travel, why you want people to take care of their healthcare, why you want people to not be scammed.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to come up with your DMP that makes all of these they're called channels, right? So the channel of scamming, the channel of wellness, the channel of travel. They're all unique channels, but they can be all underneath the umbrella called Jane Tennis of what is the reason that you want people to learn about these things. What's the benefit they get? What's the value that you provide to them? I provide value to people who have sheep and multi-billion-dollar corporations. Mine is it's a storytelling. And I teach people how to tell stories and make a profit. So it doesn't matter whether I'm consulting with CMOs, chief marketing officers, or CEOs, or presidents, or talking about global expansion, or how to build fence for sheep. So yes, you could absolutely do that. Again, keep the overarching theme. Hey, here's another value add conversation as it relates to travel. Value add versus as it relates to prescriptions, value add versus don't get scammed. So it goes back to here's your life here's your life prescription. One's for travel, one's for wellness, one's for avoiding getting taken advantage of.
You got a lot of work to do.
Really? But yeah, you can, again, the work is being seen. We've got great miracles. The key is we got to let people know we have the miracle. We have to be seen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions, comments? This is on YouTube. So if you go under live, right? It's not under the video uploads. It's under the live section. This video will be there and be available for you to review momentarily.
Question,
Yes, ma'am.
is yesterday's session published? That was pretty awesome. I couldn't find it, and maybe it was the way I
Hang
was
on. YouTube. If I switch accounts, I want to switch accounts. I want to go to add account. YVP. Continue. Continue. And YouTube Studio. Content. Live.
You recorded it. I didn't notice. the
Okay, no, I
on.
didn't. No, because it goes 18, 19, 21. So the 20th. So no, I do have the link. I have to download it and send it out. What did we talk about? I don't remember.
Well, let me tell you. We were talking about words for tripwires, but we
Okay.
got deep into it, and identity, attending, standing over the side with arms folded. I mean, I wrote that. I went, oh my gosh, I'm standing to the side with my arms folded. And the comfort and the discomfort of standing in my signal. We were talking signal.
Oh, Signal, yes.
It's all about signal.
Signal. So recordings. Let's see. The 20th download. It was.
Again, it was the star Heather who got us all started on that, which is awesome. Heather, I just appreciate you so much.
Well, stepping out is not been something that I have, or let me say, being seen is something that I have not wanted. I have wanted, but not wanted at the same time.
And we love you stepping
So-
out and being seen, because it encourages us to do the same.
Well,
Thank you.
that's the purpose. That is the hope, the desire. And wow, am I ever getting benefit from it. But Sean, I did want to express my appreciation to you once again for everything,
You are welcome. It's my joy.
I'm getting a little teary-eyed here about my
it's
deep felt
good stuff.
appreciation for you.
It's good stuff. And listen, you need to be seen. right? I teach the teachers. That's the fun part. get-
Therefore, we need to be teaching a little more, huh?
I get to be in the background going, look at what they're doing. I love it. Wheezy, I will download that and I will put it up into YouTube here momentarily. Awesome. Thank you.
Can
thank
we have more interactive content like this?
Sure. Tell me what you want. Listen, that's all I want. The wagon's getting picked off what most of the bones. Tell me what you want. Do you want to do another? Yeah, just tell me. I would love doing stuff like this.
Okay.
So creating a landing page, what works for your audience, go niching down your audience. Yeah, I'll use my chat GPT and we'll have conversations. Then I'll speak to the frequency behind it, the signal behind it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Love it, love it, love it. All right, my eagles. I hope you all have an incredible Saturday. Go enjoy yourself. Be prepared for the love because people are showing up. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling. Get your butt out on the internet, misfit. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event, which will be yours. Somebody give me some Costa Ricas.
Pura
Vida.
vida.
Vita, we love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with us.
Peace be with us. Hello, puppies. And the queen of helping you get yourself in the spotlight, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss Lee.
Lee.
Hey, we love you, girl. And little white fluffy.
Gurgly, gurgly, gurgly.
Gurgly. All right, everybody go have some fun. Love you tons. Send me your links when you get them up and done, and I'll be happy to take a look at them. Okay. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one. Love you guys.
Love you all.